Hey guys, quick announcement in case you haven't seen it yet. We recently launched Rugged 90, a free training program for anyone looking to carve a rugged, strong and lean physique in just 90 minutes per week with only a pair of gymnastic rings. Again, it's completely free. Link in the top and comment below.
In today's video, I'll show you how to cut through all the modern BS fitness information out there and use 5 old school, simple secrets to learn how to train less and build way more muscle. Check it out. So why is it that despite living in a golden era of fitness information, with biohackers flooding you with the latest ultimate health hacks, all kinds of smart devices tracking every heartbeat, second of sleep, and even your freaking blood glucose, with more supplements that you can fill your cupboards with, and the most advanced training equipment that can practically coach you, you still end up with mediocre results. Not to mention how once you become an adult with more responsibilities and stress and less energy and free time, even mediocre results become a distant dream. The answer is simple. We just love being sold the illusion that we can outsmart, outgear, and out-supplement hard work and discipline. As a result, trainers, trainees, and men in general have become too soft, thinking we can have our cake and eat it too. What if I told you though that all the secrets, hacks, and even all the equipment you need to get in amazing shape have been around us for over a century? After being tired from all this modern fitness advice and noise out there and being inspired by my fellow coach John here at Bodyweight Muscle, this last year I've been studying all the old school greats. And if there's one message that has stood out the most amongst all these old school strongmen, powerlifters, bodybuilders, and coaches, it's that effort is king. I'm talking about teeth grinding, eye popping, and fucking bull busting hard work. This realization, combined with the next 4 old school principles, have reignited my eye of the tiger, leading me to the best progress I've seen in years, closing in on 40. Simply said, hard work is the foundation of progress and there's no way around it. Basically, if you're gonna do an exercise, either pour yourself into it or don't do it at all. Sure, warm up good, really good, but once you're ready, go all in. Because, to paraphrase one of my favorite old school writers, John McCallum, no exercise works unless you do.
By the way, if you're looking to build a rugged, strong and lean physique without being boxed in a gym, to lose 10 to 30 pounds of fat and gain quality muscle mass, then you can reach out to us for one-on-one online coaching by quickly filling in the form below. There's a link in the top comment, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible, typically within a day.
Hard work is also the ultimate hack to keeping your workouts short. Even modern research is catching up with this, showing more and more how once you get one really hard set, everything you do after that has hugely diminishing returns. For example, my whole training approach in my book, The 7 a.m. Workout Edge, was based on the 50, 80, 100% rule, where you basically focused on getting one really hard set per exercise. Why was that? Well, I wrote that book during a period when I was working 13-hour days, 6 days a week, and I needed a short morning workout routine that could keep me both in shape and sane. The reality is that most guys stop their sets the moment their reps start slowing down, which is the point when real progress is made. Now, every experienced coach knows this, which is why every good coach should teach his trainees how to get better at training harder. This is why in our coaching philosophy, our no BS hybrid calisthenics method, a method we created to help busy guys get in great shape, one of our 4 unbreakable laws is the law of intensity. And we use this law and the rest of our system to teach our trainees how to train to technical failure, meaning being able to do as many reps as possible across all sets with perfect form. For example, one of the ways we do this is having you guys record an effort check video, since it's easy for us to spot how much more reps you truly have in the tank before quitting a set. The most important thing here to remember is that training hard is a skill that takes practice and requires feedback from someone more experienced rather than being something that you can inherently do because you are a more badass or tougher person or whatever other guys like to show off on other channels. Another blessing that the old school legends had on their side back then was that nutrition was simple. Everyone knew that you had to cut the processed crap and focus on real food. To summarize this part, I'll simply quote Coach John and what he shared in our newsletter yesterday, since I couldn't have said it better. Most weight loss advice on the internet today is complete garbage and useless. You don't need to know about meal timing, you don't need to avoid specific food groups, and you don't even need to know about complicated nutrition terminologies, what autophagy is, and any other BS hack that Huberman or whoever posts on YouTube. None of that really matters. Nutrition is the simplest thing in the damn world, and the old school legends knew about this. In other words, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. All you have to do is stop mindlessly snacking like a teenager, stop eating candy like a 5-year-old, stop chugging down beers like a frat boy in college, and fucking stop drinking oversized glasses of wine as if you're a character on Desperate Housewives. Instead, stick to just 3 real food grown-up meals a day, double your protein, and if you want to lose weight, cut your carbs and fats in half, and if you want something sweet, have some fruit. And lastly, if you're still hungry, eat more veggies and drink more water. And that's 90% of nutrition. Obviously, this is a process and something that takes practice, that requires work and accountability. So if you want to lose weight and gain muscle, you also want to figure out a way to track the volume of food you're consuming, making sure you're getting enough protein and other basics like that. But the hardest part is everything that comes before that. Old school strongmen built incredible physiques with nothing than a few basic movements. They didn't waste time with fluff, and every exercise had a purpose, and that purpose was results. Old school legends like Reg Park and Steve Reeves built their world-class physiques with just a handful of fundamental movements, exercises that force your body to work like a unit, strengthening not just your muscles, but also your joints, tendons, and nervous system. This is why in our no BS hybrid calisthenics method, we strip away all the unnecessary fluff and we focus on the movements that actually deliver results. So instead of doing variations of bicep curls and tricep extensions, we first master exercises such as pull-ups and dips, and combining all that with our laws of proper exercise selection and perfect form, not only do you develop functional strength, not only do you build an injury-resistant body, but you also carve a rugged, strong and lean physique. All that by training a fraction of the time that the average gym goer spends. In summary, you want to pick 6 compound exercises that cover all the fundamental movement patterns and get brutally strong at them. By the way, I'll be covering these in the next video, so make sure, if you're new here, to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. One of the biggest mistakes I see men make, especially time-crunched guys, is that they keep doing the same workouts with the same reps and level of difficulty forever. The reality, though, is that you can't expect change without giving your body something different to adapt to. The old school strongmen understood that this progressive overload, meaning gradually increasing the challenge on your muscles, was the only way to force real change. Whether it was adding weight, doing more reps, picking harder variations, they never let their training stagnate. This is why in our no BS hybrid calisthenics method, our 4th law is the law of constant improvement. In summary, as long as you're doing a little more today than you did last week, you're on track. If according to the old school guys, effort is king, then surely recovery is queen. Now, most old school strongmen, even those with insane physiques and strength, trained just 3 to 4 times a week, some even 2 actually, focusing on intensity over volume. This was simply because they understood that muscle growth happens outside training when you eat, sleep, and recover. Yet what we see is that a lot of men spread their energy way too thin, trying to accomplish too many things at the same time. As a result, they burn themselves into the ground and wonder why they're weak, exhausted, getting injured, and making zero progress. A classic mistake, for example, is trying to improve your cardio while trying to build muscle all at the same time while your body is already overstressed and under-recovered. This is why in our coaching we concentrate on short, focused, high-intensity sessions that trigger growth while leaving plenty of time for recovery, but also the rest of your life. And instead of having you do endless hours of cardio, we focus more on things such as dynamic walking and getting your total daily steps, at least until you first have a proper strength foundation. In summary, if you're training hard enough, 3 to 4 40 to 50 minute sessions or 5 to 6 25 to 30 minute strength sessions can be enough for strength, and on top of that, getting enough steps, and that's all you need. Alright, so some final thoughts here. I definitely believe that modern fitness culture has been making getting in shape a lot more complicated than it has to be. The truth is that fancy workouts, endless supplements, and overpriced gadgets cannot beat hard work, consistency, training smart, getting better sleep, and overall doing your best to manage your total physical and mental stress. That was all for today. If you need more help putting all this together and into practice, make sure you reach out for one-on-one coaching. And until next time, keep on training.